Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Terra Invicta, episode number 5, I guess, in this series. It's been actually I think over a week since the last episode. I got sick in the meantime, and, well, that caused some delays, but we're back here. I was kind of evaluating our situation here, and I'm going to spend a little bit of time on this. Hopefully I'll be also, moving forward with the game and all that, but this game is so different than the Perun-like game that I did, where I played as the EU and took over the US and all that, and I think that we should definitely try to target the US pretty soon, because things are falling apart pretty quickly with this plan, which could make it entertaining, could also make it, pretty easy to try to do something else with. We're just going to roll with it, but I think that this is by far the best the Servants have ever done in any of my playthroughs, taking China completely, having an initial toehold on India. I mean, if they control those two, you got a real problem. They usually do take Iran, and they did in this case as well. There's just common places where they end up, and they're ending up in all the wrong places. So I've confined them in my other game to basically only smaller countries. This seems like every game they take Iran. I don't know if that's just luck or coincidence or if it's kind of built in. But I actually kicked them out of even Pakistan and the other one, which is the biggest country they had. So they have Iran, and that'll eventually get nukes. But anyway, so let's in this one figure out what we want to try to do. We are about to get mission to the moon, but we don't yet have, and I was going to do this again, I was going to try to look at this a little bit more off camera, but no need to do that. Deep System Skywatch is one that we want in order to get the real malice, the real purging of a lot of the green people. What are they called? The academics or whatever? The ones who have the academy. They've taken over like everything, and this is going to give them a big hit, and some of their control points will become cracked. What we want to do is... Wait, do we already have this? Does this give you... I need to find the one which gives you the probes. I don't think we have... Deep space propulsion. Does this give you the probes? I don't... So the thing is, I looked to see what I already have, and I don't think we have probe technology. Which means that even though we're about to do mission to the moon, we have no way of using that. There's no, effect to us. Because we don't have the ability to launch probes there to discover... what's there. So, yeah, it doesn't look like we have anything that would lead to the probe thing. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not extremely familiar with the tech tree, so I might be missing it. It's kind of an obvious one, though, I thought. Rival, terrestrial... No, photonic computing... I don't know which one it is, but we might already have it then. Yeah, I think we must already have it, but... Okay, the tech I'm talking about is actually to speed up your probes by 50%, but I thought it unlocked at the same place where the probes unlock directly. Alright, anyway, what are we going to try to do? So we're going to try to have some recovery process. I think that the first thing we would like to do is we're a little bit over on our control point numbers. 88,102. This is costing us 6.4. Another bizarre comparison between my other game, I feel like you can do so much better than what I'm showing here, is my people have no orgs, and I'm not sure what the cause of this is exactly. Oh, he can actually gain government. A lot of people actually have government, so I don't think that that's super necessary. We're probably going to go with administration here, but I'm just humoring the idea that there are other things you can do. Administration gives you more org capacity, and this just, I don't know, it just appears to be the end-all be-all of the XP game, because orgs actually do a lot more than anything else your administrators are going to do with their experience. So basically, any increase to orgs is huge, and that only comes through the administration one. I guess it's possible that, you have these, this is a plus 15% energy income. If there was something to give you a boost to the research, like this one does, that would also be a very good candidate, because those are very high impact. Unfortunately for us right now, I'm going to go ahead and pick this. Our research is just so much lower than any other game I've played because, well, again, we're just starved of the normal economy I'm used to. This guy's got 2 points. I wonder if I was trying to take him to billionaire or something, but he's already rich, which is 10-1, and this one would be 42. Wow, that's... So it's 160 XP to get 30 extra a month. No, I think that, believe it or not, the 8 points of administration you can get for that would more than make up for the 30 income. I mean, you can get 30 income easily from 8 points of 8 stars worth of organizations. So we're just going to start feeding the administration. In theory, that does increase your money, but it's only by like 1% per point. So we're at like 10% more money for him, which means that this 15 is going up to, well, I guess it was probably a 14, and it went up to 15.5. Okay, so it's not terrible, but it's 1.5 money a month, which is, wow, it's 112. So it's like about 1% of what we're making. Not a big deal. Zigguard's here, our number 1. We'll give him administration as well. That's right, he does level up a little slower. So I do see that he is able to get one of them. What did we already get? This gives you 3% military, and it gives him some other stuff, but it also gives us command points, which we are sorely in need of. Don't think I need another one of those right now, despite us not having almost any command ops or ops income. We are in I think we're in pretty desperate need of other things besides ops right now. We're probably mostly in need of influence. Okay, so everybody has at least leveled up, and we don't have any opportunities to grab things. What is the limitation here? So this is for Brazil. This is Los Alamos. That would be this would be a great one to get. You can see the plus 10% energy research. It does a minus 81 for monthly income, but plus 35 science. The 35 science should not matter at all. Like, we have 492 right now, so it already doesn't matter. It's less than 10%. It's like, what, 5% or so? But that number will become even less and less of a factor as you get more control over nations. So, well, actually, in our case, it'll probably actually drop when we start unifying. But that unification, the Soviet reunion, is going to lead to more influence. So we're trading research for influence. That's not great, but in theory, we should be able to get more research at the end of the day by taking places like Japan, which has really, really good... the more I've played this, the more I like Japan. In fact, Japan is almost surely a better choice than Russia. You can see this with the points comparison directly. And now I'm really starting to get comfortable with this game. I feel like I understand all the little ways of doing this a lot better. I'm not an expert at how to do it correctly, but at least I feel like I understand the mechanics well. So this right here on the top is 12.2. This is, the numbers you see here are 0.26 out of 1. At 1, you get some benefit. I think this is an increase to the per capita GDP. So this is 27% of 12.2 will go into economy per month. I think this is, monthly investment points, which is actually done not just at the end of the month. I think it's done several, it's at different points in time within the month. I think that's the case. At least I've seen it update. I haven't tracked how frequently it updates. Maybe it is just per month. I don't know. So that's how it works. This number, 12.2, is what gets divided over all the different things you're dividing it over. And so we know exactly how much our economy is going to go up in a month. It's 12.2 times 0.27, so it's effectively 3. Which means we're going to get 3 ticks of the economy. One sec. Whew, big sneeze. I haven't done a video in so long, my throat is already bothering me. It's only like 5 minutes into this video. Okay, 10 minutes into this video. Anyway, I don't need to explain anymore. I think you get it. This number is divided. This is the number, just the raw amount of money you're getting. This funding is affected purely by the funding thing. These things, although it says here that funding goes up by some amount for completion, so this is $8 a year. For every, 1 point that you fill. So if we wanted to put all of it 100% into funding, we would get 12.2, so we'd get 12 funding, which would only be still like 100 a year, so like 8 a month out of 112. I mean, you can see that the funding is minimal. It's a very small return on your investment. So probably the best thing to do is not put too much money into funding. You kind of want to scrape by with the least amount you can and put that money into economy instead. It's one of those things where you can grow the economy more, and then when the economy has fed you back more points, then you might be able to start siphoning some off for funding. Okay, and then research. This is a combination of the education and how centered the cohesion is. Closer to 5 is better. Government, I think those are the 3 factors. I don't know, I could just looked. Education level, economy, cohesion, democracy, and unrest, yeah. So, this is, we're at 71.3 here. Mission control, sorry, this is boost, but the mission control is just a stored number. This is actually just the sum. Your mission control is just the sum of all the different nations, or, you can get them from organizations, stuff like that. So it's just the sum of all of these. This is the only thing which I have not seen can decay. You only increase in mission control. So if you put like 0.99 points into this, or in this case 24.9 points into it, you're fine, it'll stay there. And whenever you do that tick, if you leave it alone and it goes up to whatever, how much does it go up by mission control? Is this by 1? Yeah, it's by 1. So if you do this and it goes up by 1, it'll never decrease. So, okay, that's a lot of talk, but I don't know if I've explained that well. People said that they're a little confused by the game. We're through it now. Okay, so Japan is just a way better country because look at 17, 19, 130 versus 12, 18, and 71. The only way it's a little bit worse is that it doesn't have as much mission control, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have as many armies, so if you really wanted the armies, Russia's definitely a much better choice. But it has a lot of the economy side of things that you would want. So I'm also going to react according to the things I'm just saying. Let's actually, although we're definitely going for the Russia First campaign, the thing is, the control points for Russia and the control points for Japan are the same. They both cost 4 per point, and it's 4 for each of them in order to occupy the whole thing. So, yep, we definitely want to go for Japan. And Russia's going to get a little bit better as we start absorbing more people, like Kazakhstan's going to help us a lot. So that probably means that somebody like Danny wants to go set national policy, and I think we will start incorporating these things now that we have Russia. That's not what I want to do for everyone, though, because we still need to try to make gains. And man, I'm really out of it on who is the best for doing anything in this. Oh, sorry, I had to cut away again. I'm not going to mention it anymore. I'll just be aware that this video is going to have a lot of cuts in it just because I had to blow my nose or whatever. I mean, it's still on the coming out of it, coughing fits, all those kind of things are potentially going to happen. Nonetheless, okay, so Teresa, I still don't know how to say her name. Yeah. Anyways, I remember she was pretty good. So, what's our chances here? 16%. It's like 1 point in India, we can get around that. I still want to do a unification of India type thing as well. You know what? I think that at this point, Afghanistan has served its purpose. We're getting like no benefit out of it. In fact, we could just ruin it if we wanted. We could just put all of it into spoils. I just am so loath to leave even a nation that is... I just have a hard time with the scorched earth policy. I guess it is giving us 7.3 science. That's, I mean, that's not terrible. It's something. Is that per year? The nation's monthly research score. Yeah, okay, so it is monthly. Yeah, you can see that all these, the nations you control are going to provide a lot more research than any of the organizations or anything you're related to your advisors. Yeah, so we can abandon this. I think it's only 1 point to keep it. Yeah, it is only 1 point to keep it. Armenia, Kyrgyzstan. We're going to take those other ones. In fact, that's another thing I would probably want to do is start, conglomerating all of those so we can get more bang for our buck influence-wise. Okay, let me think. So, public campaign here. What is the chances of taking it? Oh, 41. Heck yeah. I'll take a 63% roll there. I don't know why that's so high. Are you going in the United States? Is this potentially the only place where we have freedom? Let's do a public campaign there. You're actually my best person. Not here, huh? What about... So crackdown, what does that take? Investigation? Yeah. It's a 6. So conquering stuff is much more his pace. 1% there, so we'll wait. China's completely gobbled. What about... Oh, 60. Okay, so this is where we want to go then. I'll put 2 points in just so we can get it. And we have Muir here, who 6, 7... Really good with crackdown type stuff, I think. Is there anything we want to crack down? Do we want it? I don't really want to anger humanity first, but we really do want Japan totally to ourselves as well. And man, boy, humanity first, I'm rooting for them because they will be a bigger thorn in the side. Well, they won't because they're the AI, but potentially they're a bigger opposition to what the servants want to do than even what we are trying to do. Yeah, how much research does Taiwan have? Well, 40, that's pretty good. And we have homogeneous here, so we want to remove all unity from that one. Military seems pretty high. Is this really what I did? Did I really do this? I bet you this is my default for this one, but not for all the other games I'm playing. So we'll probably do... You know what? I think I'll leave it like this. I could put 2 in the military. That's fine. We'll leave it like this. This is good. What are you gonna do? Investigation? No, I think it's a little too early for investigations. Purges. How much would it be to purge? Oh yeah, they defended it. Well, even better than a crackdown is a purge, obviously, because the crackdown just makes the purge easier. If you can purge directly, then do it. About over here, 5%. Let's try a crackdown. 7, not much better. I mean, what territories do we not have that we could? Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna have this one soon. Sultan, that's another one. Riga, okay, we'll have that one as well. Minsk, we'll have that one. Yeah, we're gonna get these, that's great. Baku, okay, we're gonna take that pretty soon. I'm not sure we can get Georgia. I mean, I guess we could... 13%. It's defended. If that one... Well, that's humanity first, though. Not super important, let's say. Armenia, okay, we can have that one as well. Then we have... Yeah, oh, okay, that's Armenia, yep. Yerevan, Kharkiv and Kiev is Ukraine. Bishkek. So Kyrgyzstan, we'll take that for sure. Dushanbe. I'm not sure we'll get this one, but that's actually a 39% chance. We could take it for only 40 billion. Well, I mean, this is my strategy, right? I think we will do this. Can we do a purge directly? Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. 76% chance. So we'll go do that. I don't want to anger them, but I'm sorry to do it, but yeah, this is my strategy, right? It's Russia, the Soviet reunion. So let's take all these places. We can confirm assignment and then just blaze through it, knowing that I think we're about to finish some research here. Ooh. I'll try to drink some water to keep my throat fresh. Yeah, I gotta say, this playthrough is just so much worse than any of the playthroughs I've done. Other playthroughs I've done. Let me take me there, actually. What's going on here? Oh, we got control of this army, and they're probably moving back. No, don't move there. Move, deploy army to Moscow, yes. They don't heal until they're back in friendly territory. I don't know if that's true here. We can actually deploy both of those in, because they're both at 100% anyway. And then the Pakistan army, we're not going to do anything with that one, so that's fine. Okay, unpause. Okay, another UFO crashes. Take me to the location. So if you, just in case you forget, you can always go back over to this one and to aliens, and you can, be reminded of the places they crash. Because it is important to be able to go back later. Like, we'll want to go back here later and start looking around for alien activity. That's one of the ways you investigate the aliens, which gives you that 1% tick up on tech. But that's also how you can eliminate their their grand plans.
Trillions of dollars,
which is still unknown to us, but
still regulators drag.
So the mission to the moon was done by the Academy. They'll have their day, but they probably won't actively choose Global Skywatch or whatever it is, the distant Skywatch. That is like the thing which cuts them at the knee. So this is going to allow sending probes. Okay, so we don't have the faster probes, but obviously we're still going to have to immediately start probing the moon. And then we'll be sending stuff there as soon as we can as well. What do they choose? They actually chose the tech, which is going to end up ruining all their control. Okay, fine. Well, that's wonderful. We're at 861. We're doing fine here. I'm going to cut that back a little bit because we're definitely in the lead. And at some point, like, I've actually seen it where it was at, let's say, 2,900 out of 3,000, so only 100 was left. And I had over 100 in the lead. And I was let other people finish it because nobody can possibly catch me. So I turned it off. The AI is smart. None of them invested in it. For like 6 months, this technology stood on the precipice of being completed. Game theory at work, where none of the other people decided to invest points because they also knew that they wouldn't get, the most. So in the end, in the big standoff, I ultimately did have to commit. This one, we're way behind already. I think this might already be too late to catch up. But we do want to eventually catch up. The thing is, we're barely staying ahead. I don't know. Okay, let's just leave it as is. I'm not sure if I'm doing the correct, optimal thing there. Quite possibly not, but okay. We're able to do energy labs. Yeah, that's fine. Just continue.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Oh, 9% by the US. That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, it also probably is an indicator that we're really far down. Like, the lower you are, the more you can grow. But this is good. This is a step in the right direction. And the weird thing is... Alright, let's do unification with... I'm going to do it with Kazakhstan, which is going to be the place, I believe, which will be draining the most for our influence. Yeah, but it doesn't cost any new control points. So yeah, there we are. We're all one big happy family. It begins. Okay, we're here now as well. Although you're only at 39%, you're probably like good enough health for us to actually take this last one. Kid, what's our... Oh my gosh, 3.7. That's terrible. So we did it in Japan. That's great. Just want to make sure that we didn't, get caught by Humanity First taking the last one. I hope they don't. Yeah, what are we doing here? So I think we do want to... Ooh, we are spending a lot on military. Welfare... Boy, Russia's... Well, everything's going up here, which is good, but things are going up here, which is bad. Going up here, which is bad. They're going down here, which is good. That's why we don't want to put any points in Unity right now. Let that go down. The Unity will help us build up public opinion, but we don't care, basically. We don't care enough. Welfare, do I want it? I think I'm going to do something like this, even though we do want the military. Yeah. So this is going to go as 30% in economy, 30% in knowledge. That seems fine to me. Yeah, we're up to 90 research, so we're chasing Japan. Even though both of them are ours, we still want, we want them both to do well, so we'll let one chase the other if it means that they both kind of get further ahead. Ah. Okay, sorry. An ant crawling on me.
We've removed some threats.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is not so far so good, right? Off to a better start. Humanity. So we took the one in Tajikistan. I send my apologies to Humanity First, but it's necessary. Alright, we finished our local research. Outpost Core. I am an idiot. I did not send a probe to the moon right away. We're already behind. I'm going to keep doing this pause thing. Okay, what do we want to do next? We don't really need the labs. I mean, eventually we need the labs, but not yet. Space dock. We don't need it yet, but something to consider. Did we not put any research into management? This is the second tier one. Okay, yeah, I'm sure we already got the first one. This is one that we'll need eventually if we want to build any kind of ships. Although my focus is not on trying to gun them down. You know, there's not a whole lot of good options here. 2000 is probably too much for us to do for the management research, but out of all these, if they were all equal amounts of time, that is the one I would like the most. Why do we have audience research 14 points into it? It just makes me mad I wasted 14 points. I mean, if we're ever going to do it, the best time to get it is now. 25 points of influence now is going to mean a lot more than it'll mean at any other point in the future for the game. But unfortunately, I still don't think it's worth it from an opportunity cost perspective. So you know what? I guess we'll go with Space Dock. And we'll be very willing to switch that up if anything else interesting comes along. Okay, these guys are already off. They're chomping, man. We're really gunning for it. I might have to wait.
Our presence is growing.
Alright, we get India as well. That's good. Oh, wow, but we're chasing. Okay, so we got control of one of the armies. Of course, we already control Pakistan, so it's a little bit of a weird situation. Zagurs, I know what you're going to do. You're going to take Japan. Give you an 82%. Before we do anything, though, let's see if there's any new organizations we can try to acquire. Just the 5th still, huh? It's remarkable. I guess we need a control point in the US. That'll give us this one, this one. This is Italy, Israel. Okay, so this is just another one of those ops ones. Special boat service. Doesn't really give you much. The ratio -1 for +1 is not good. You can see that this one is -1 for +2. This one's even better, -2 +5. Now this is -140, but it does give you 2 mission control points. Now, I don't know about that. I guess if you're rolling in the money, this is a fine thing to do. Now this one, for being 3 stars and not giving you any kind of global benefits, I mean, the ones you're looking for is like Los Alamos, which gives you +2% to military investment, which is, 2% is very low, but it's something. And the bigger one, obviously, here is the energy research. Pathfinders also doesn't give you anything. Yeah, Delta Force also doesn't give you anything. Well, this one actually gives you a pretty significant boost to the ops income, so it might be worth it. I really like these, like the Los Alamos, which give you either research or maybe even more importantly, I don't know, but the investment points bonuses are really good. And not a lot of options. Okay, this one gives you 3% military, which military is not one I prioritize anyway. Although in this particular playthrough, we probably will have to turn our head that way a little bit more, just because we're dealing with Russia and we're dealing against. We might have a big old war over China by the time this series comes to a close. All right. Anyway, Danny, let's continue with the reunification thing. I probably could have just told you to repeat your job.
On my way to the capital.
Unfortunately, it takes a bit of influence to do that. You are going to... Were you better off controlling or public campaigning? No, definitely controlling. So let's try this one as well. I'll do 78%. We really need it to try to fight against the ding-dong servants there. You are public campaigning. Well, at least we're up to a 2% chance. That's something. Yeah, I'll keep spending 80. We're probably losing money in the net. 80 over, or 4 times 14. Excuse me. Yeah, we're losing money because this is like 60, a little bit less. And this is 80, right? Well, there it is. We're losing money overall, but I think I'm going to keep pushing it, because I do want the United States.
I will try to sway the public.
Zigurds, yeah, we want you to go hard. Take it. $32 is way too much. No. We'll take an 86.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
And Muir, what did you do last time? Oh, you did. You're the crackdown purge person. Okay. Could actually purge and take Romania. Oh, this is only 5%, huh? 7%? Yeah, I have a feeling we've checked this one. Speaking of checking, let's check the Czech Republic. Crackdown 60%, purge 6. Okay, so let's crack it down. I'm always keen on cracking down the servants. Ooh, 82% for Bulgaria. Well, let's piss off the servants more first, because that's going to happen anyway.
Turning up the heat.
And off we go. Now, people were asking, like, what is this game like? Is it like this the whole time? My experience is that until around early 2024, you are playing this game, and it slows down. Obviously, you can already see that things are slowing down as it basically comes to a head. Everyone has all the small countries, and it comes to these fights over China.
From us.
Okay, so we lost our... What? Success chance 8%? Oh, they defended. See that? That was not there before. 76 is actually... that roll would have... I think, yeah, it would have gotten us the success, too. So this is all part of the really cool. If this, I don't think this will become multiplayer or not. I'm not sure. I guess it's in consideration. But if I basically tried to do something, and then this is like a we go system because we're all playing at the same time. They chose to do something not knowing what I would do, and it just happened to exactly counteract what I wanted to do.
People will come to our side.
At least we got the United States 10% more in favor of us.
Mission complete.
Okay, we'll continue to unify. I think Belarus is the most popular out of these. I mean, the most, like, point influence demand wise. And we're, totally in total, it's like the net gain or loss of our influence is net loss, because although we're merging some points, we're also taking much more valuable points. Alright, so we'll just have him repeat this mission. It's going to cost some influence, but... Aha! Alien abductions reported. So, this is the first time that we've seen it. This means that we have some alien activity that we will need to investigate here.
We failed to take control.
Are you kidding me? We lost an 86% chance. That is not going to happen very often. Probably only 86% of the time.
We've got our people in place.
Oh yeah, India. At least we got India. Take me
We'll be
there.
ready for new orders.
Okay, so we're still in the driver's seat to get the final control point. That's all I'm worried about. I didn't see Humanity First work on this a whole lot, so just hope that we can get there. Hope that we can get there. Zigurds.
At your
Zigurds.
service.
Should say Zigurds. Please don't fail me this time. Oh my gosh, no wonder. I was like, what the heck is going on? Give me that 86 again. Well, first let's check. You never know. It should be the beginning of the month. Oh, so it is the beginning of the month. No, maybe they roll like after this, like at 00001, they get re-rolled or something. No new organizations to look at, so we're basically just going to run it back. Do the same exact thing. 86.
Establishing control.
Should have been good enough.
Ready to
It
go.
wasn't. Let's try it this time. So what are you doing? You were doing, yeah, the purge stuff. That's right. Very unfortunate. Ah, but we do see a counselor here. And that might give us some options. Unfortunately, the opposite option I'm looking for is to detain this counselor, just because I don't mind sacrificing my time to negatively impact servants. But does anybody have detain counselor? Okay, that's Steel Project. Sabotage. Yeah, it says right there. Well, I either got very, very excited about this game, or I've been blowing my nose too much. Now I have a nosebleed to contend with. Oh my gosh, my luck in life is just as bad as in this game. That's not true. We had a fairly good run of luck for this for a little while. But, yeah, just to reiterate, repeat myself over and over again, this is the worst of my runs to date, and of course it's the one I'm televising. Anyway, let's keep dumping money into the U.S. Try to get... Wait, you weren't doing this. I thought somebody else was. Like you. It would take less money. I was going with this 68%. How are we looking? Yeah, we're getting there. Chance, 3%. 3%, that's what I'm looking at. 75. Now, I'm going to play the low money roll.
Ready for my mission.
By the way, you weren't able to doing... You're not able to do the... Yeah, we don't have anybody? This is crazy. We do not have a single person who is able to detain or assassinate or... Who the heck is my criminal if none of these people are... Ah! Well, there it is. Unfortunately, it happens to be on my... Like, the person who I am most confident in taking Japan. So, as much as I would love to harass them, I will not sacrifice Japan for that. So,
Your orders?
we're going to move on. Unfortunate, but that's fine. Yeah, we need to take this. Who's the best off? It's got to be you, right?
Reporting
You're sick,
in.
so
Ready for
let's
orders.
go. Roll it. Let's go with a... Okay, this is 7. This is only 4% increase. Let's do this, 79%.
Bringing them to our side.
We're basically going backwards in terms of influence. We're not even holding our own. And that's going to get worse, as I said, because we're taking more control points, but that's fine. So these guys are all here. You have enough at this point. Let's move you in. No, I want you to deploy. Yeah. And then we'll get both of these guys to deploy here. And that should be the end of the war for us, and that should swap Ukraine right directly into the Soviet Union, because that is what we are. Sorry, not the Soviet Union, the Soviet reunion. Well, we could take Uzbekistan, we could take Kyrgyzstan, we could take Tajikistan. So good. We're gobbling up a lot of things, which is what I want to do. At least we can paint the map. I mean, we'll have a lot of geography. A lot of area will be under the resistance control. A lot of places we can hide out here in the wilderness from the aliens if all goes really, really poorly. Alright, Mirror, what's the last thing we want to do? Yeah, I'll still look at cracking down. Ugh, I don't want to do it to the... These are my friends. 6%. It's getting worse. I guess we can improve things by just doing campaigns here. Yeah, and the Academy... Now, note, I forgot to mention this, or perhaps I've already mentioned this in the past, but when this Deep System Skywatch completes, it really slashes... When we find out the aliens are building military bases and all that, it really undercuts the Academy, but everything shifts towards the extreme, which means a significant portion of our support is going to become humanity first. So that actually is motivation not to do too much public opinion stuff unless you're using it immediately. So right now I won't do any more in like Russia, in places I already have on lock. I only want to use it in places where I don't have a lock, in hopes that, you know, I can actually use the points before they all get pushed over to humanity first. Alright, confirm assignments, moving on. So hopefully that's enough, but if not, this guy can shove in and hopefully help things along. 3-1. Go to 5.
Public sentiment is increasing.
Okay. That was a public campaign. Yeah, that might not have been necessary. In hindsight, I think. Okay, we're fighting now. So let me move this guy in. I assume that we're fighting? Yeah. Hopefully that goes our way.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Good. US points
Policy
going up.
correction complete.
Unification with... These are both very low. Take Armenia. I'm really not sure which was the best one to choose there. As far as points go. They probably, maybe they're both just 2 points.
Our supporters
Oh,
are in place.
okay, wait. Japan, yes! Fantastic. Alright, we have Japan. So, Humanity First is going to do all the wrong things, unfortunately. This is the one way I really don't... I want them to have as much as they can. I wish I could trade control points with them. But I do not want them touching my nations because they just do everything the wrong way. No economy, no welfare, which are the things that like are usually my biggest priorities. We don't need any unity in Japan. I don't know why those are on. We don't really need any military in Japan either. I don't... Well, those are on because I guess it's not, they're on because the Russia way of doing it, that might make sense. But no, not for Japan. We want this to be a much more like EU, US, Japan, and these all have more of a focus on economy, welfare, and knowledge. We might do military there at 4.3, so they're actually pretty good in military. But since Humanity First is doing 3 points in the military, I don't know if it's worth it for me to put points in there or not. Anyway, we'll put a lot of points in the places that really matter. Place that does not matter, nuclear weapons. My goodness. Just stupid. Alright, moving on. Oh, a hijacker. We don't have a computer science, do we? Dang it. Yeah, so this is what I mean by having a computer scientist trait. It's very helpful. A hijacker has taken control of a major payload we just launched, so we're going to have to pay either 3 boost or pay the ransom, which is 2.5. Yeah, we take our boost. Am I so bad at life that I forgot to send a probe still? My God. Can I send a probe? Oh, sorry, down here. This should have been done a long time ago. But at least it doesn't look like anybody has arrived there yet. Or, you know, claimed anything. Well, let's hope it stays that way. We missed the boat quite a lot. By many, many days. So, this playthrough might just... Oh, no!
Wrapping up here.
Alright, we're gonna have to crack that. That just has to be cracked. We might have to throw a lot of influence into cracking that. I mean, it just has to be done. Alright, how are we looking over here? Please at least give me some shred of good news. Oh my god. Oh, no, that's the new one. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so who's my best?
What's the op?
Are you the best? Investigation.
I'm here.
No, you're better. 4% chance. I might have to take some 14% rolls at this. We could also just work on public support. Okay, so what are we doing over here? We do not want... Oh, we do want unity, kind of. We don't want military. Oh man, they're in guerrilla war. Can we do a coup? Against our own people? I know it sounds weird. No, just because the size of the national economy is too big, a coup is rather difficult. Well, and that does make sense, of course. Let's see. I think the crackdown, it's probably going to be our best, best shot. We just need to take control of this one. So I guess we're going to start taking 14% swings at this.
Cracking down.
Eventually, a
Ready.
0.84 to the 5th power? I mean, after like 5 attempts or so, does that get us what we want? I hope so. In the meantime, let's also make sure that we're... Do we need to stabilize any of our places? Yeah, Russia's going up in terms of unrest. Which is very strange for them. It means that probably somebody's meddling with us. And we haven't done the defend control points, but it's so much influence that we don't have. Oh, yeah. I think we should stabilize. Oh, right. This is actually going up probably because we're incorporating all these new places and there's now a diversity. Let's go ahead and stabilize. 95%. That's probably a waste of your skills. What about you and the US? Are you better there? 16.3 versus... Oops.
Ready to go.
16.3. Wow. Oh, because they're both persuasion of 8. There's no
Standing
difference.
by.
What about
Ready
you? You
to
might
go.
actually have some traits that help you. Nope, 17.3. Everyone's 17.3. Fair enough. Coup d'etat is command. Who has the best command?
Standing by for
3,
orders.
1,
I'm here.
1,
At your
1,
service.
0.
Where do
Wow,
you need
the
me?
best person we have is a 3 command. Yikes.
Ready.
Well, Danny is doing his job here. He is, you know... I have definitely considered getting rid of him. We should probably look and see what else we could replace him with. Okay, we have some actual things we can do. This is good news. Oh, this is a very good one. I want this. It's only 1 monthly income, which basically is nothing. Take this from -2 to -3. Plus 3% funding. You know, that's maybe not as good as I thought. I mean, it is good later because of the space mining output bonus, but maybe not as important right now. But it does give you more science. 600 would go up to 608. And what was was there a benefit? Plus 2 to spaceflight program research. It's only at 2%. Well, I guess it's only 2 stars. This would give us more ops points. Maybe that's what we want to do. 3% military. We can't get both because, boy, we just... Wow. Not a lot of administration. Nobody has enough points to level up. So we could do a 3-pointer, or we could wait. Let me just take a quick look at who else is out there, and then we'll probably have to call this video to a close. But you can see things are speeding up a little bit. I'm playing. I should be able to play much faster when our limited options of countries are really narrowed. So it really comes down to whether or not we can get the die roll to, you know, purge someplace or not now. Anyway, administration 6. Command, so this is a command of 7, which is great. It's a doctor. That's fantastic. It's only 30 to recruit. Quick learner, which is great. Government, connected. Man, yes, 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 yes. In so many ways, yes. The weird thing is, for a doctor, that he has a science roll of 1. Somebody explain that to me. Oh, he's an officer. Officer Doctor. This man is a man of many talents. Alright, 0-0 for command administration. I think we can safely rule out that candidate. Oh, wow, 8-6 here. Don't make me choose. Non grata in China. That's not going to be as big of a problem as I thought because we can't go to China anyway. You can get that removed anyway. Prosperous, so this guy's just... That's the only money income. Huh. He has he has 8 traits, and I think 5 of them are related to him getting higher security. Which is, I mean, it's not to be completely discarded, but it's not the most important stat, especially in the beginning of the game. Does have a nice list of missions he can do. I don't know. I mean, technically his command and his administration are both higher. In fact, by exactly 1 point. 8-6, this guy's 7-5. I really do like the 15% to life science. That is so good. So I think I'm going to recruit this guy, and that means that Danny, oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Wow, he does have, oh, he's a physicist. Dang it. Well, really wish we could keep them both. But no, Danny is pretty useless. Aside from that, I mean, he has 8 science. We'll wait. We'll just decide this in the next episode because we're already going to roll on 50 minutes here. So until the next one, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.